has increased, especially among adolescents. Social media's importance has grown. The usage of social media apps has increased. Adolescents nowadays love being updated on trending topics or conversations through social media platforms because they have the fear of missing out. FOMO. However, it has a great impact on the health of adolescents who are not being careful while using these platforms and not censoring the information they absorb. We dive in on the positive and negative impact of social media on adolescents and solutions that can be done in order to lessen the negative impact on adolescents' health. The most used social media apps are TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. According to Pew Research Center, the usage of YouTube is 95, TikTok is 67, Instagram is 62, Snapchat is 59, Facebook is 32, Twitter 23, Twitch 20, WhatsApp 17, Reddit 14, and Tumblr 5%. This is the usage of social media in the US from the year 2022. Then in 2023, they conducted the research again. But there were no drastic changes to the percentage of the usage of social media apps. Here are the findings. YouTube is 93, TikTok 63, Snapchat 60, Instagram 59, Facebook 33, Discord 28, WhatsApp 21, Twitter 20, Twitch 17, Reddit 14, and BeReal 13%. As you can see, the top most used apps are still used after a year. We know that social media usage among adolescents has increased, but exactly how did this happen? Social media affects adolescents, especially through influencers and advertisements. First, let's talk about influencers. Nowadays, there are many influencers. Some are reliable and experts at the topic they talk about, some are not experts at all. According to Landjeff, social media influencers play a great role in controlling and influencing the behavior of the consumer, especially young people and teenagers. According to Landjeff in his research, he explains how social media's influence changes an adolescent's behavior. It impacts the formation of their identity, how they mimic their influencers, the necessity to be part of a group, self-esteem, and their digital distraction. Another research by Engel et al. Also provides information on how influencers affect teenagers and what are the effects. Now, let's talk how advertisements influence adolescents. Advertisements can influence adolescents. The most impactful type of advertisement is food advertisement. Research by Elliott et al. Tells us that teenagers are exposed to food marketing advertisements and it does influence the teenagers absorbing the advertisement. We know the effects can be positive and negative. It affects their health in many ways. The negative effects are comparison and self-esteem, cyberbullying and harassment, fear of missing out, FOMO, sleep disruptions, addictions, anxiety and depression, and reduce to face-to-face interactions. First is comparison and self-esteem. Social media presents the idea of perfect, which makes many adolescents have low self-esteem and compare themselves to what they see in social media. Research that talks about the effects of social media on teenagers' social comparison and self-esteem is research by Mann and Bloomberg. The research also includes the frequency of use of social media and self-presentation. Second, cyberbullying and harassment. Even though social media has its rules on cyberbullying and harassment, it won't stop other people from bullying and harassing people on the internet. Research by Gohal et al. On cyberbullying and its effects on adolescents conclude that cyberbullying does have a strong effect on adolescents and their health. Third is fear of missing out, FOMO. The usage of social media increases because of the fear of missing out because it is common for teenagers to talk about the trending topics. Research related to this is research by Kostick et al., which concludes that to keep a good communication with friends, they use social media more because of the fear of missing out. Fourth is sleep disruption. Adolescents tend to use social media at night, which disrupts their sleep. Fifth is anxiety and depression. Using social media can increase the number of adolescents having anxiety and depression. Lastly, there is a reduction of face-to-face interaction. Some people think since it is easy to interact on social media, there is no need to go out and have face-to-face interaction. However, we need social interaction because it helps us mentally. Though there are sad negative effects of social media, there are positive effects as well. The positive effects are it increases social connectivity, development of identity and self-expression, access to support and peer groups, exposure to diverse perspectives, boost learning opportunities, boost mental health awareness, fostering social causes and activism, and advancement of digital literacy. Social connectivity. Social media boosts social connectivity to other people who are far away in distance from them, for example, in a different country. identity and self-expression. They can post their talents or more, and they can explore their interests, support and peer groups. There are a wide variety of groups that can help adolescents depending on their needs. An example would be if an adolescent is struggling with depression, in social media, that adolescent can find a support group that has the same struggles as she or him, which does not make them feel alone. Exposure to diverse perspectives. Since social media is an open space with many information, therefore you can find diverse cultures. That is why many different cultures are appreciated by different people because of social media. Boost learning. Teenagers love to use social media, but social media don't just provide entertainment, but also provide helpful information. Since adolescents are all students, if they need to learn about a topic at school, social media can help. One most used social media platform for studying is YouTube. Boost mental health awareness. If you have a health problem, social media can provide information about the health problem you have and also provide you with support groups. Fostering social causes and activism. Social media can be the public space for adolescents to stand for what they think is right or support a controversy. Finally, with the advancement of digital literacy, social media encourages adolescents to be careful in the digital world because it can be dangerous. As you can see, social media can provide positive and negative effects. These effects can either boost an adolescent's character or hinder an adolescent's potential to be better. The effect can be positive, negative, or have no effect on an adolescent depending on the individual. In summary, there are positive and negative impacts of social media. We can lessen the negative impact of social media on adolescents by encouraging healthy social media use, improve digital literacy and critical thinking, strengthen emotional resilience, set boundaries and parental involvement, and advocate for ethical social media practices. The most used social media platforms are TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. Adolescents are mostly influenced by influencers and advertisements. Since adolescents are not of legal age, parents have the authority and responsibility to teach them about digital literacy, so they can access the digital world with precaution.